Yes, 101.1 FM and AM 1160. AccuWeather telling us today a sunny day and a high temperature of 87 degrees. Just a beautiful day. And in downtown Indiana right now, the temperature is up to 71. Indiana County 911 is still looking clear. Nothing going on out there, and that's good news. But there is something going on in this area tomorrow, and it'll happen eventually out on the roads as well. And that is, folks will be soon driving school buses and taking your students to school. You want them to do it as safely as actually possible, and I know just the folks are going to help you do that. They're the folks at STA, Student Transportation of America, and they have a big event coming up tomorrow. Our conversation today with Lisa Leavens and with Jess Townsend is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us here today. Okay, Jess, you're going to have to get your big voice out. I know you don't have to yell at the kids on the bus because our kids are all well-behaved and everything, but you got to get your big voice out here today. Okay?
All right.
All right. We're good. We're talking about an event coming up tomorrow. STA has contracts with school districts, Lisa, all over Western PA.
Yes, we do.
And that includes here in the Indiana Area School District. You have an event on East Pike tomorrow.
Yes, we do. Actually, at our Indiana location, we have an event at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we're inviting anybody and everybody to come down, take a look, sit in the bus, take a look at the mirrors as you're sitting in the bus so you're not intimidated by the size of the bus. And we will have our professional trainees that do the training program, and they will be there for any questions that you may have, and also bring the kiddos because we will have face painting and popcorn and games.
Oh, yeah.
And prizes. We have it all at the bus garage. We really do. And actually, we are hiring in several locations, not only Indiana, but we have locations in Apollo Ridge. We have locations in Trafford, Altoona, Elizabeth area, South Allegheny School District, just to name a few of them, actually. We are hiring. We are hiring everywhere right now.
All right. So people watching this on Facebook, they might even want to make the trip from one of those other areas that you mentioned.
Oh, yes.
They would be welcome there as well.
Yes. And actually, if they couldn't even get out or make it to the event, they could also go on to our website and apply. stacareers.com is our website, and they can apply through there also.
All right. Jess, you're a bus driver, right?
Yes.
How long?
This will be my 5th year.
Your 5th year driving bus and in the Indiana Area School District?
Yep. I've substituted in several other areas, but this is my home area.
This is the main one for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you drive elementary or high school or both?
All of the above.
All of them, huh? Yeah. And if you've been there for 5 years, it must mean you really enjoy it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. It really makes a difference being able to be there for kids, first thing in the morning, last thing in the afternoon. Sometimes we're almost the only adult that they will see either in the morning or in the afternoon, before they go home, before they start school. So we really do make a difference.
Yeah, yeah. And you develop a relationship with these kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
What made you want to become a school bus driver?
Well, if I'm going to be completely honest, I needed a job.
Uh-huh.
And they're always hiring. Always.
Uh-huh.
And it's really like a family at STA. Not just at our terminal either.
Had you done anything like that before?
No.
You'd never driven a school bus, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
I got all my training there.
So they trained you in how to drive a bus.
Yep.
Helped you to get your CDL.
Yes, sir.
And you just took off from there.
Yeah.
Was it difficult?
Not as difficult as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It was difficult getting up and running, learning everything about a school bus, about how to handle 50, 60, 70 kids at a time.
Yeah.
But honestly, it comes second nature now,
Yeah.
5th year doing it, it's pretty normal.
Yeah, probably by the second or third week, it's like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this. Maybe by the second or third day. So Lisa, let's talk a little bit about the qualifications for becoming a school bus driver. Certainly there are age requirements, clearance guidances, and all of those sorts of
Yes,
things.
actually, what it is the minimum age to drive a school bus with STA is 21. You need to be 21 years old. You need to have held your Class C license, your regular driver's license, for at least 3 years. Once you come in, we have certified trainers that take you from A to Z, and they will take your hand and they will walk you through the whole process. And I am very I don't know what word to use, but we will definitely do the best that we can with all of the training, and we're not going to put you out on that road until you are ready to go out on that road. You will drive around that building if you have to until you're ready to go out on that road. We have I think there are in that location 4 certified trainers that will take you in, and we will cover your background checks, all of your background checks, your criminal, your MVR, help me out here, FBI. And your FBI, and also your child abuse. Okay. And of course, you need that because you're transporting precious cargo, you know. Yeah. So, but we take care of that all for you. There is no cost out of your pocket until you go from a Class C to a Class B. Okay. And that depends on your expiration date, and you know that's not a problem at all.
And that's something you'd have to pay for anyways.
Correct.
Yeah, you'd have to pay for that.
Yes, and it's pretty extensive. It's a pretty extensive training program. It is 20 hours classroom and 20 hours on the road with a certified trainer.
You basically take someone who might not have any experience at all, and you turn them into a pro.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and that's what we have as pros, because our company nationwide is the #1 safety leader in the nation.
How about that?
Yes, proud to say that.
That's a tremendous accomplishment. Say that again, Jess.
We're the 3rd largest company in the United States.
Third
so being
largest.
#1 is a big deal.
Well, yeah, it really, really is. Now, just to give us an idea, for Indiana Area School District, which for most folks listening this morning, that's going to be the one that has the most interest for them.
Yes.
How many bus drivers do you have on the roster right now, and how many are you looking to add?
Well, we are looking to add, from my last report this morning, we are looking to add, I would say, approximately 12 to 15 new drivers.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going to take time. It does take a lot of time for the training, a possible 4 weeks, if not longer. And we have a total of, I want to say, approximately 40 routes with Indiana County School District, or Indiana School District.
Yeah. So what should people bring with them tomorrow when they come to this event?
Their driver's license, their smile.
And if they have kids, they should bring them
yes, too. Yes, and their children, because we have lots of fun planned for the kids, and lots of prizes and games and face painting. And like I said, too, a lot of people get very intimidated when they look at the buses and see how big they are. So we're going to have buses available in different sizes for you to get on, toward the bus, sit in the seat as if you were the driver, look in the mirrors, and you're able to see. How about it, Jess?
Yes.
Unbelievably, you can see everything around you.
Yeah, yeah. Jess, talk about that experience of sitting in that school bus driver's seat for the very first time. When you first got on that bus, were you in that position where you said to yourself, man, that's a pretty big piece of machinery. I don't know if I can handle this.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. It was the most terrifying thing, was looking at it from the outside and trying to figure out how you're supposed to maneuver that thing. Like, I mean, I've seen them driving down the roads, you know.
Sure.
But it's totally different once you get in the seat and you can see everything for yourself. Totally different story. It brings down the level of anxiety to a more manageable level, you know, when you're going through training and learning something new. But it definitely makes a big difference to see firsthand what you'd be dealing with.
Yeah. Were there guideposts along the way or signposts along the way where you were able to say to yourself, you know, all of a sudden as I get this bus moving and my instructor's telling me this or telling me that,
absolutely.
I can do this.
Yes, absolutely. Our trainers are amazing. She wasn't kidding. You know, the 20 hours of classroom training and behind the road training, that's actually far beyond what the state requires, because we want to make sure that not only are you ready, but you're more than capable. Yeah. And honestly, the state requirements just aren't enough. You know, I think they only require like 8 hours of behind the wheel training, but STA goes up and we do 18 to 20 minimum. We'll give you more if you need it. I had more. I think I had probably 25 hours of behind the wheel training, just so I knew I was ready to go.
Sure. Whatever you needed to feel comfortable behind the wheel, that's what you did.
Yes.
Yeah. Got to become a bit of a psychologist, don't you, when you're dealing with young students, especially students who haven't had experience on the bus, and then you take that all the way up to the middle school grades. Kids have their own characteristics. The folks in the upper grades, you really have to learn how to relate to children at all ages.
Yes, and what works for one will not work for all.
No,
it's just the same as parenting. You know, what works for Johnny B was not going to be anything close for Carol Q. You know,
Yep,
you have to learn.
absolutely, absolutely.
Well,
And you
I've
have to
met
have an
Carol
open
Q.
mind.
I've met Carol Q. She's a problem child. No, but it really is somebody. You have to have a caring for the kids.
Absolutely.
You have to be able to take joy in your job, no matter what that job is. And it sounds like you and you both really enjoy working for STA.
Oh, we do. We do. I've almost been there for 20 years. And actually 22 years ago, I started out as a school bus driver for a Head Start program locally. And the reason I did is because I was raising 3 boys of my own. And it worked into the schedule. I did not have to work summers because, I had the kids. I didn't have to work holidays. If there was a snow day, I didn't have to go to work. So it just works really, really well for parents.
Yeah. Now, for somebody who is wondering, is this the job for me? You've got some really definite benefits to be able to work at STA, and it's a pretty good paying job too.
Oh yes. The hourly rate is very good. Actually, I believe it's right around, and please don't quote me, but I'm guessing around $15 a day or $15 an hour, and you get paid a minimum of 4.5 hours a day. So maybe your route would only be an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon, but you're still getting paid 4.5 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's the minimum. And we also offer safety and attendance bonuses as an incentive. You get an extra $5 a day, I believe, on that. And we also are offering a sign-on bonus.
Oh, okay.
If you come in, you apply, we hire you, we train you, then you get a sign-on bonus also. So.
And there are also opportunities, and I'm sure that you have,
Yes.
Jess, you've had the opportunity as well to do some extra driving for extracurricular events.
Oh, yes.
Those sorts of things, because the school buses seem to be running all the time.
Yes.
When you get to sports seasons, you have that chance to really augment your income by driving even more.
Yes. Very, very busy time of the year in the spring and in the fall, the winter sports. And also, once you're there, you're driving and you get that experience and get the feel for it, and perhaps you may become a certified trainer. And we would put you through that training program.
Yeah. Okay, so just a couple of moments left. Let's review. Tomorrow, it's what are the hours?
Tomorrow, it's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. At 395 East Pike Road, Indiana.
Where you see all the school buses.
Where you see all the yellow school buses. And also, like I said, if you cannot make it out, we have several other locations that we are hiring in, and you could go on our website at stacareers.com.
Lisa Leavens, Jess Townsend, thanks so much for coming in to talk about it with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. Have a
It
good
is
day.
the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Fox News is up next, and then the Brian Kilmeade Show on this Tuesday morning.